So let's proceed to the Good afternoon. This is Ma'am Annie. I'm here to demonstrate on how to install Windows operating system to a computer. So before we do that, we need to prepare the following materials needed for the installation of a new operating system. So first, we need the installer. Second is that we need to prepare the different drivers that is needed for the installation of the operating system. We need to consider the following aspects. So we need to check the system specification and the system requirements. So first, saan or where can we find the system specification? So the system specification is found on your computer. So let's check. So on your computer, go to the properties, and then the computer will display the specification of your computer. So when we talk about specification, we are dealing with what your computer have. Okay, so let's check the processor. So this is your processor. Ito po ang processor natin. So we have Intel Core i5 3570 CPU with 3.40 GHz. So ito yung processor type natin. While the RAM has a 4 GB capacity. So these indicate these are the most important aspects of your operating system. Installation process of Windows 7. First, we're going to use the installer disk. Insert the installer disk on your computer's optical disk drive. Okay, the next thing that we should do is to restart the computer. Okay, so upon restarting your computer, let's check the BIOS setting. If the first boot is available or set to your optical disk drive. Okay, so let's start or let's reboot the computer. To enter the BIOS, we need to press escape key. Okay. So our primary objective for entering the BIOS is to check whether the first boot of your computer is set to DVD or optical disk. To check the boot or the first boot, navigate the BIOS using the arrow key. So, to enter the BIOS menu, press F9 or navigate the arrow key and then press enter. As we can see, this is the BIOS for HP using a legacy type of BIOS. For the first boot nakaset, it's already set for CD, DVD. If this message appears, press any key to continue. To load the Windows installer. Wait until the progress bar completed. Next step in installing Windows 7, set the language install. Use the default setting, English. Time and currency format, English as a default language. Keyboard or input method, use the default US. Then click the next button. Click the Install Now button to proceed the installation of Windows 7. Read the license terms. See to it that you have understand everything stated on the license terms and agreement. After reading everything, click the I accept the license terms checkbox and click the next button. Select the type of installation you want. We have two options, upgrade and custom. To install a fresh copy of the operating system, select custom. Then the computer will display the drive available and it will ask you where do you want to install the Windows. For partition 1, this is a system reserve. For partition 2, we are referring to the main hard disk. So click the drive option to format the hard disk. So before you install anything to your hard disk, see to it that you have formatted your hard disk. This is recommended. Then the computer will ask you or give you warning that any data stored on the said drive or partition will be lost. Click OK. So the computer is finished formatting the main partition. Click Next and we'll wait until the computer finish the installation process. In the installation of the new operating system, so based on the progress, copying Windows file done, expanding Windows files done, installing features done, installing updates done. So wait for the computer to restart. If you're in a hurry, you may click Restart Now button. Then the computer will restart. So this is the first time that your computer restarted on the process of installation. If this message appear again, just ignore it. Otherwise, you will start from the beginning. This is the second time that your computer restarted during the process of installing operating system. Again, ignore that message. Otherwise, you will start from the beginning. So the computer now is setting up your computer for the first use. So you may type the computer name. This is optional. For instance, let's use name Annie. Then automatic, the computer name is Annie-PC. Then click Next. Okay, you may set password. This is recommended but optional. Okay, skip lang natin yung assigning password, then click next. Help protect your computer. So let's just use the recommended setting. Then you may set the date and time. Then click next. So the Windows operating system is finalizing the setup to your computer. So we're done. A new operating system is now installed into your computer. For the final and third time, your computer is started to finish up or to complete the installation of a new operating system to your computer. So your computer now is ready. A new operating system has been installed. So the next step that we're going to do is to install the necessary application software needed by your computer. Guys, we're already done installing an operating system to your computer. So hopefully, I am hoping that you learned something about this lesson, and in the near future, you can install your own copy of an operating system to your computer. Thank you. Bye-bye.